Hello there, and welcome to ASW Explosion, Episode 3. Coming up tonight, we're going to hear from the newly crowned ASW World Champion Sniper, and we've got the first title defence of the newly crowned Tag Team Champions, Ace Submission. I'm Colin Smith, and I'm alongside Toxic Tim. Coming up first, on a packed show tonight, we're going to hear from the chairman, Davis Lincoln, as he's got a major announcement for everyone here tonight.
And here comes the chairman, Davis Lincoln, and he's apparently got a major announcement for everyone tonight. Oh, it's the dragon! The dragon's coming out.
How dare the dragon interrupt the chairman?
Well, I hope he's got a good reason, because the chairman does not look happy. Well, that sounds ominous, but opportunity knocks for the dragon. If he can win tonight, he will receive a world title opportunity.
But coming up first tonight, we've got Magnificent taking on the debuting Mad Dog.
And here comes the Mad Dog, making his ASW debut. Keen to impress. And we're on the way in this one, and Magnificent starts with a big overhand right and a kick to the sternum, and then a swinging neck breaker, quelling the Mad Dog early on.
But the Mad Dog will not be subdued for long. He fights back with a couple of kicks and then a big forearm to the face.
This mad dog does look mad, Colin. Look at his hair, for Christ's sake.
I'm not sure about his hair, but that was a nice snapmare there from the Mad Dog, as he helps Magnificent to his feet. And then sends him over the top, and the spear off the top rope into the barricade. And Mad Dog now following Magnificent to the outside. And a Gutbuster to the outside. More damage being inflicted on Magnificent. And now he's catapulted into the steel ring post head first. Magnificent, beginning to look a little shaky after that one, as he's tossed back into the ring by Mad Dog, who quickly follows. Magnificent now dragged back to his feet as Mad Dog delivers a Northern Lights suplex. And what's Mad Dog got in store now? A big right hand and another big right hand. And now he's looking for the MD driver. And that might be it. And a nice win for the Mad Dog on his ASW debut. And now we've got the Olympian approaching the ring, fresh from his victory over Isaac at Crowning Glory. Oh, and here he comes! The man of the moment, Blaze! The man who saved the Olympian from a 2-on-1 attack at Crowning Glory. Uh-oh, and here comes the Gremlin to have his say. Meanwhile, look back in the ring! Isaac and the Wick have come from nowhere and they are now laying into the Olympian and Blaze! Well, this match is going to begin now after that attack, and Isaac starts with 2 uppercuts and the Olympian fights back, and then an ass to the face from Isaac, knocking down the Olympian. And Isaac and the Wick take control early. And Isaac continues the attack with stomps to the hand of the Olympian. Isaac launching the Olympian into the corner and then casually strolling over before delivering big kicks to the sternum, taking the wind out of the Olympian before tagging in to the Wick. And the Wick is going to look to continue the attack with a spinning side slam. And now a couple of stamps to keep up the heat on the Olympian. The Olympian has been very blunt so far, unable to get anything going. But here comes the Olympian with a big left hand, and now a big back body drop. And now some well coordinated best friend type offense from the Olympian and Blaze, taking down the Wick. And Blaze now backing up the Wick, and a nice scoop slam there. And there comes Blaze again with a monstrous spine buster! And Isaac now shouting for the tag, but the Wick is laid motionless. And Blaze now looking for the blazing glory! And Blaze now is going to nail Isaac off the apron, and he's going to look for the cover. Is it enough? It is! And Blaze and the Olympian win again. And they get another one over on the Enforcers. The Gremlin looking extra frustrated on the outside. And now we've got Wild Thing approaching the ring, the man who missed out on the opportunity to become the first ever ASW World Champion. I wonder what's on his mind.
Never a truer word spoken, Mr. Wildfin.
Well, will the demon respond?
Of course not. He's a coward.
And here comes the demon to respond to these controversial accusations from the Wild Thing. So, an intense but harmonious interaction between these two men. But how long will things stay harmonious between these two? We're starting to reach boiling point. And coming up next, we've got Reptile taking on Nightmare for a place in the semi-finals for the hybrid Continental title. And a nice suplex there from Nightmare as he was in control of this one. But it didn't last long. Reptile fighting back, blocking the punch, and then producing a brainbuster of his own, crashing Nightmare down onto the back of his neck. A big heavy right hand was followed up with a Reptile breaker right to the spine of Nightmare, cancelling out this one. And he got him! And the Reptile will advance to the semi-finals of the hybrid Continental title tournament.
Next up, another quarter-final in the hybrid Continental title tournament with the Gremlin taking on Crusher. And Crusher controlling this one with a big uppercut. And the Gremlin now with a scratch between the eyes. Oh, a low blow! And the referee didn't see it! Did you see that cheap shot?
The Gremlin showing his prowess and his intelligence here.
And the Gremlin Destroyer will surely finish this one off. And the Gremlin will advance to the semi-finals of the hybrid Continental tournament.
So, after some tricks, it's the Gremlin who advances in the tournament. You've got to say, it's unlucky for the Crusher who put on a valiant display. And now we're going to hear from the Avalanche, who's in the back, and he seems to be having problems with smoke. Well, it looks like we're going to see Cowboy Jesse McCoy teaming with the Avalanche, although I'm not too sure on the Avalanche's stance with the way he's looking. Oh, McCoy running for his life. And coming up next, we've got more quarter-final action in the hybrid Continental tournament with Hacksaw taking on the Gorilla.
And it was the Gorilla who put on a display of dominance and power with multiple suplexes. And this Northern Lights suplex left Hacksaw crumpled up in the middle of the ring like a pile of old dust. And then Gorilla went uptown and this huge splash, crushing the insides of Hacksaw like a berry. And then the marching Gorilla finishing it all off. And it's the Gorilla who advances to the semi-finals.
And now, the last of our quarterfinals sees the King take on Outlaw Cassidy. But who will join Reptile, Gorilla and the Gremlin in the semi-final lineup? Before we find out, we join the King's Hand in the ring. Oh, and here comes Outlaw Cassidy to interrupt the King. Not a moment too soon, in my opinion. And Cassidy started strongly in this one. A Russian leg sweep, leaving the King wriggling around on the floor like a worm. But a big heel throw from the King, switching momentum into his favour. And then the King's Hand doing what he does best, allowing the King to pulverise Outlaw Cassidy with a steel chair.
Just remember, this is exactly what you get when you interrupt the King's speech, Cassidy.
And the King with the King's cut before the cover. Picking up the win. So the King completes the semi-final lineup for the hybrid Continental tournament. And next up we move on to tag team action. And we've got a dishevelled looking lineup here where the animosity between Smoke and Avalanche finally comes to a head. And unsurprisingly, it was the Avalanche who started this one in confident fashion with a helicopter spinning front slam. He then proceeded with a potent front arm drag, putting the Falcon on his back. And the onslaught continued as Avalanche sent Falcon into the corner and then produced a blitz of punches and kicks. The Avalanche then astounded everybody as he tagged in Cowboy Jesse McCoy. The pair of them then produced a double gutbuster to the Falcon. But McCoy was unable to keep the momentum going and the Falcon reversed and then took him down with a big kick. He then scrambled over to the Smoke and tagged him in. Smoke immediately erupted into life with an explosive super kick to McCoy before a huge right hand almost shattered the jaw of Avalanche, knocking him to the floor. Smoke continued with a nimble Spanish fly before navigating his way to the top rope with an audacious smoke bomb. And Smoke wasn't finished there. He continued to beat down to McCoy with a Hurricane Rana. But the proficiency of Avalanche cannot be resisted as he regained control. McCoy then knocked smoke from the apron, giving the Falcon nowhere to turn. And that allowed the Avalanche time and space to produce the Avalanche Driver, pulling down the curtain on this one. And he picked up the 3 count for the win. So, the Avalanche has the last laugh tonight, but I don't think we've seen the end of the chapter between the Avalanche and Smoke. On the way to the ring now, we've got the first ever ASW World Tag Team Champions, Ace Submission, Ace and Mr. Submission. I don't know the answer to that, Toxic Tim, but I've got a feeling we might find out. Well, here they are. It's the Brownies. Well, they might surprise us all and become the next World Tag Team Champions. So it's official. The Brownies taking on Ace Submission for the World Tag Titles, and it's next. Away we go then, and Mac Brown out of the blocks like an Olympic sprinter, and with a knee breaker to submission. And now the knee to the face. And now Mac Brown tossing Mr. Submission into the corner with plenty of force. Now he gets the tag to Grant. And Grant Brown continuing to bring it to submission with a Russian leg sweep. Well, they're looking mighty impressive right now. But one quick tag to Ace and the tables began to turn, starting with a huge missile drop kick. This DDT from Ace then left Mac Brown in a dazed heap on the ground. Ace would proceed to completely wrestle away momentum from the Brownies with the Ace Claw, slamming down Mac Brown, nailing Grant Brown off the apron before grabbing the cover and the win. So, Ace Submission remain top of the mountain in the World Tag Team Division, at least for now, with this win over the Brownies. And now, we're going to hear from the ASW World Champion, who's got the night off, and he's talking in the back. So the World Champion, still in a jubilant mood and looking forward to the main event to find out who his next challenger will be. And up next, we've got the Wild Thing, fresh from his defeat against the Sniper for the ASW World title, taking on this man, the total package, Dwayne Sanchez.
The Wild Thing is angry. blood. Watch out, Sanchez.
Sanchez looking upbeat and ready for action as he makes his way down the ramp. Oh, what the hell is this? Antonio Consiglioli, what the hell's he doing out here? He's laying into Sanchez. Oh my god! A power driver head first onto the ramp. And Sanchez now being tossed around like a damn ragdoll into the barricades. And despite that attack, Dwayne Sanchez is ready to go. Oh, but he's up in the air again and slammed down. And the senton from the Wild Thing delivered to Dwayne Sanchez. And Wild Thing now with a heavy blow. And Sanchez fighting back. He's channeling his inner Abraham Lincoln, showing courage and spirit and taking down Wild Thing. And Sanchez, what's he got in mind now? A huge head kick to the Wild Thing. But the Wild Thing shoves Sanchez down to the mat like a school bully. And now Sanchez in trouble with a backbreaker.
The Wild Thing has been in command of this one from start to finish. Look at these heavy blows, Tom.
How about you look at this, Toxic Tim? Sanchez is airborne! We know what this means! Muscle buster from the Wild Thing! And now the cover! And the Wild Thing picks up the win! He employs yet more dubious tactics, but he picks up the win nonetheless!
So, after that swift win for Wild Thing over the Trash Man, we move on. Oh! And here comes Brutus Payne! We haven't seen Payne since episode 1 of ASW Explosion. What the hell has he got up his sleeve?
Oh, and the Hustler is here to answer the challenge! And here he comes! And with the Hustler well and truly on top in this match, an unnamed man appeared from the abyss to lend a hand to Brutus Payne. A big right hand almost separating the head from the shoulders of the Hustler. And that big shot proved to be the turning point in this match. Payne and his associate taking advantage of a distracted referee. And Payne here producing the finisher to pick up the win and gain revenge over the Hustler.
So, Brutus Payne picking up the win, thanks to the assist from his new associate. And now, we move on to our 2-on-1 handicap, where the Italians take on the Demon. And here come the Italians. And as you can see, Antonio Consiglioli still heavily strapped after his failed attempt to assault the sniper from behind. And there go the lights. And that means the Demon is on his way. But has he managed to find himself a tag partner? Something is telling me he hasn't. But before we get the action on the way here, we're going to hear from Antonio Consiglioli, as he is probably going to look to ridicule the Demon.
If the Demon never turned his back on the Wild Thing, he would have himself 3 tag team partners.
He never turned his back on the Wild Thing. Don't be so ridiculous.
Oh my god, could it be? Listen to the ovation for the sniper! The ASW World Champion answers the call of the Demon. Okay folks, what a spectacle this should be! Sniper and the Demon teaming up for the very first time! And the Demon with a standing 450 splash in the centre of the ring on Francesco Consiglioli. And Demon now looking for the Irish whip! Francesco Consiglioli bouncing out of the corner. And the quick tag is made to the Sniper, who wastes no time in lifting Francesco Consiglioli with a reverse press slam in the middle of the ring. And the Sniper continues with a dropping knee into the spine of Francesco. And the punishment continues with a big elbow and then a big boot.
Why doesn't Francesco make the tag to Antonio? He could beat these two with his eyes closed.
And now the power slam from the Sniper. I'm not sure Antonio could beat anybody with his eyes closed at the minute. Look at that heavy strapping across his chest and his arms.
Look at the Sniper tagging himself out of the ring so he doesn't have to face Antonio again. He should have been the ASW World Champion. The man's a coward.
I don't agree with you there, Toxic Tim. The Sniper would face any man in ASW, as would this man, the Demon, who delivers more kicks to Francesco, who counters and gets the tag to Antonio. And here comes the powerhouse Antonio, and he clobbers the Demon with a tomahawk chop.
That's it, Antonio. Give that little snake Demon what he deserves.
Antonio well in control of this one now, delivering huge elbows to the jaw of the Demon. Antonio now making the tag to Francesco, who comes in to continue the assault to the Demon with a kick. Now he's taking Demon up. And the Brain Buster. That'll knock the sense out of you. Francesco looking for the stomp, but look at the Demon! He was like a ball out of the blue! And a double stomp to the head! Both men making the tag, and we got Sniper and Antonio, and the Sniper with a big boot, taking down Antonio. And now, continuing the attack. And the verdict to Antonio! He almost burst through the bottom of the ring. Sniper now with some big shots, and a big back spinning kick, and another, oh, and he missed, and Antonio now fighting back with a backbreaker. And this fight between these two colossus men is back and forward, and the Sniper turns the tides again, and takes Antonio up for the verdict again.
I tell you what, Coleman, if Antonio was 100%, this match would be over and done with already.
It may well be over sooner than you think, Toxic Tim, because the Sniper is in dominant form tonight. And the Sniper nailing Antonio onto the ropes. But Antonio reverses and delivers a big tomahawk to Sniper. And Francesco now looking to deliver more punishment to the Sniper, who's not having any of it. He fights back. Huge crushing shots to the back and a DDT. And Sniper now with big stomps as he gets the tag to the Demon and brings the fresh man into the ring. And the Demon, not wasting any time, he's in a hurry. He wraps up Francesco and takes him down with a clothesline. And the Demon now looking for the terminating spike. And there it is, terminating spike. Nobody kicks out of that. And Demon nails Antonio off the apron and looks for the cover. 1, 2, he got him! Demon and Sniper have beaten the Italians. Oh, and look at this, Samaji, and the Demon shoves the Sniper, who is not happy. And Demon raises his arms as he seems to be goading the Sniper. And Demon now shoving the Sniper back into the ropes as the Sniper exchanges angry words. Both men pointing fingers. And two men who a moments ago were on the same page are now close to blows. Oh, and the Sniper seems to be retreating as the Demon continues his celebrations. And the Sniper stops and he puts down his belt and he tells the Demon, I'm the champion. I'm the big dog around here, not you.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the main event. And here comes the Dragon. And he gets a richly deserved opportunity tonight. If he wins, he could well become the next ASW World Champion.
The Dragon doesn't deserve anything. The chairman felt sorry for him, so he gave him this match.
Well, we're all eager, and we're all waiting. Let's find out who is the mystery opponent.
Oh my! It's the Spartan! Look out, Dragon!
It's Spartan time, Colton.
Of all the talent backstage, this is probably the one man you wouldn't want to face.
Here we go then, in the main event. Both men eyeing each other up and going hammer and tongue with clubbing shots early on. But it's the Dragon who wins the early exchanges. And he puts the Spartan down with a side slam. But back comes the Spartan with big shots of his own. And now a clubbing DDT that almost broke the skull of the Dragon.
Feel the power of the Spartan.
But back comes the Dragon with a crushing blow. And now the four-way slam. The Dragon, well and truly in control of this one now, as he sends the Spartan into the corner. And another big clubbing shot. But back comes the Spartan once more. And the power slam into the centre of the ring. And a big shot. This truly has been a wonderful back and forward contest. But which one of these two men will go on to receive an opportunity to face the ASW World Champion? The Spartan continued to assert his dominance with a chokehold and big shots to the head. But yet another twist in the tail as the Dragon reverses once more. And the Spartan with his back against the ropes, receiving big blows. And what's the Dragon got in mind here? Spartan neck first on the ropes, and here comes the Dragon! Choking out the Spartan, almost breaking his neck. And the Dragon with a face crusher as the Spartan's face bounces off the canvas. And now another big slam from the Dragon as he asserts himself on this match. But back comes the Spartan with a huge lariat, almost decapitated the Dragon. And the Dragon chest first into the turnbuckle. And now the Spartan with a Uranagi. And the Spartan continuing with big knees and the big kick to the head, spiraling the Dragon out of the ring onto the concrete outside. And the Spartan not following the Dragon out. He's going to look to take this one back inside the ring. But the Dragon quickly to his feet and taking advantage of the Spartan as he comes back into the ring and taking him down. What's the Dragon got in mind? Another slam! And the Dragon is going to look for a change of tactics as he goes up top. And he looks for the shoulder shot, but he's caught by the Spartan who blocks him out of midair. And the burning hammer! Wow! What power from the Spartan! Could that be enough? And the Spartan picks up the win. What a display of power in the main event. And what a night we have had. But the Spartan will go on to face Sniper for the ASW World title at Burning Revenge. What a night it's been, folks. Thanks for watching. And join us next time for more ASW action. Good night.